Namibia has recorded a contribution estimated at 7%, equivalent to 14.3 billion by the tourism sector to the country's gross domestic product in 2022. The tourism sector account also records that Namibia's tourism sector in 2022 generated 57,571 jobs directly, accounting for 7.9% of total employment. This signified an improvement from 2021, when the sector created 29,000 jobs directly, which stood at approximately 3.9% of total employment. This was revealed by Pohamba Shifeta, Minister of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, at the launch of Namibia's 2022 edition of the Tourism Satellite Account. Shifeta noted that the contribution by the tourism sector is commendable, considering the negative impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the tourism sector globally in 2020 and in 2021 respectively.
With the launch of this report, policymakers, industry, stakeholders, researchers, and the public at large will now have access to robust data that can guide strategic planning and policy formulation in a sector.
The Tourism Satellite Account is one of the main tools for economic measurements of tourism. It compiles and presents information about the participation of the tourism sector in the national economy. Minister Shifeta notes that tourism is not just about travel and leisure, but the sector which is vital for Namibia's economy through its contribution to the national gross domestic product, employment creation, foreign currency earnings, skills development, and overall economic and social development.
The development of Namibia's TSA framework and its implementation now provides integrated comprehensive data on tourism-related activities, expenditures, and employment. This accounting framework allows us to gain a holistic understanding of the sector's contribution to our economy, but will also increase and improve knowledge of tourism's importance in relation to overall economic activities in a given country. It also provide a coherent and a credible set of tourism accounts that can also be compared internationally across countries. Also give quantity estimates of tourism value added and thus analyze the importance of tourism in the economy. It identifies employment generation in the tourism industry and the role tourism plays in job creation for different types of workers. It creates awareness of the economic importance of this activity among players directly and indirectly involved in tourism, and extend the role of tourism in all industries involved in producing the goods and the services demanded by our visitors.
The development of Namibia's tourism satellite account was done with financial and technical support by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. In a statement read on their behalf by Olainka Bandele, the Chief of Inclusive Industrialization Section, Eunice Kamwendo, Director of Economic Commission for Africa's Sub-Regional Office for Southern Africa, said the development of the tourism satellite account is a complex process that requires a collaborative approach in bringing together key stakeholders and institutions for a functional TSA.
We know that the TSA process is a complex one. It requires that collaborative approach, bringing together key stakeholders and institutions for a functional TSA. And this initiative for Namibia's TSA has thus established this National TSA Technical Steering Committee, which you've heard us speak to, comprising of membership from across a range of stakeholders, which I won't go through again because we already have an idea of who those are from the previous presentation. I think the point that I want to make is that this committee is a very crucial process in garnering a comprehensive and representative TSA framework that reflects the diversity of Namibia's tourism sector. And ECA's technical support to the government of Namibia has been delivered through a process of capacity building workshops to build the capacity of that steering technical committee.
Namibia Statistics Agency facilitated the data quality process, which includes collection, validation, and analysis. Speaking at the same occasion, Alex Shimwafeni, the agency's statistician general, took pride in this report as it demonstrates strong collaboration between stakeholders.
Tourism satellite accounts provide an internationally recognized and standardized method of assessing the scale of tourism-related production and its links across different sectors of the economy. The current TSA compilation followed the United Nations World Tourism Organization methodologies, as it was earlier mentioned, which is harmonized with the system of national accounts compilation methodology.